What's your position really on this mandatory vaccination of civil servants?
I'm clearly against such mandatory vaccination because of some fundamental defect in the system. Let me say this: under the 1999 Constitution, I'm looking at it from the legal, and I also look at it from the scientific and other grounds. Under the 1999 Constitution, as amended, the Constitution has a derogatory clause that allows some of those rights that are guaranteed to be tampered with, especially by a proper law that is enacted, that is a reasonable law in a democratic society.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to now tamper with those right of movement, even right to your life, and some of those basic rights, you have to go to the National Assembly or the State House of Assembly and enact a law, a substantive law. And that law will pass through the normal processes of lawmaking, with the necessary input by stakeholders. And of course, in that wise, some stakeholders will make some input because in every law there must be an exception. But that has not been done. You, by ordinary pronouncement and executive pronouncement, now want to make something that has not been enacted to look like there is a law in place. So when they came up with this issue, that they must, by 1st of December, I felt, what is this? Have you taken into account the minority? Have you taken into account those who may have, health issue that if they take this vaccine, you hasten their death? Have you taken them into account? Have you even enacted any law that has made this compulsory? And then the countries you want to imitate, America and UK and other countries, have made testing of this particular this virus very free. Unless you are traveling abroad, you pay. But if you want to use any of those results internally and all, it's free. It's free in all these countries. Have you made it free in your country? How come you suddenly love Nigerians? When there was issue of food, when those guys were locked down, you never in any way hoarded food. You denied them food. And up to now, no proper explanation was given at that time where people were locked down and government never provided for them. People were dying of hunger. Do you know that people are dying more of hunger today and poverty rather than this virus? Which God, in His infinite mercy, have actually spared Nigeria. We're not dropping dead like all those people predicted. We're not like America and all that. God has been so merciful, no doubt. I think that what the government should do is to engage in aggressive advocacy, persuasion, telling them the reason why they must take these vaccines, rather than this clamp down, giving a deadline as if we're under autocracy. We're not under military regime, for God's sake.
I want to take you up on this, your intro when you mentioned some labor laws, some human rights laws, but there is also the civil service, the laws that guide the civil service practice in Nigeria. Doesn't this law empowers the government to make such pronouncement?
No. Any law that, basically there are, as I said earlier, the ground norm of in our system today is the Constitution.
Right.
The Constitution remains the ground that binds everyone, including civil servants, including people who are in government, including the president himself. Now, if the provision of the Constitution is this, then we must comply with it. I'm not against it if eventually there is a substantive law that everyone has come in and then there is a proper debate in the House. This is what should be, and then exceptions made for those who may have health issues and may be exempted from it. But this issue, that there's no substantive law today that has made this issue of vaccination compulsory. There is no law. There is no law. I have cited everywhere. There is no exact law that has been made in Nigeria that say vaccination in Nigeria must be compulsory.
Dr. Ubani, what options? What options are open to civil servants right now? Because, like I said, I spoke to a couple of them, and they're in a state of confusion right now because they don't want to get vaccinated, and they don't know exactly what options are there for them at this point.
The option they have is that they have to, litigate this issue. Let the court be in a position to make a pronouncement as to whether there is any substantive law that has made it compulsory. I'm saying, that what obtains in other countries, is that they make this issue of test very free. If you make tests free, fine. If every 72 hours you want to, verify my status, I can go and do it.
Make it free.
You are paying somebody 30,000. You want to averagely to spend 80,000 naira in a week in order to show proof that it's negative. What manner of law is that? What oppressive and draconian law is that?
I've heard an employer told me before that, look, it's a threat to my life if you're not vaccinated in my business premises, and I can't afford to have a threat to my life. So it's within his right, according to him, to want to protect himself and people around him.
Beautiful argument. It's also a threat to somebody's life who has not been proven that he can be fit to take that vaccination. For you to force him now to take that vaccination and he dies in the process.